Logan, can we move on to another tidbit of news here that is probably my favorite bit of news that has dropped in the last little while? Can we talk about Asia Durr?
Yeah, this is happy news.
This is the happiest of all news.
This is a Durr pod.
This we love Asia Durr, and honestly, it's been kind of a gutting experience to watch her entire career completely halted. I know everybody's been affected by the pandemic, and I'm not going to minimize what a lot of people have gone through. Asia, but Asia Durr had an opportunity coming in, just at the top of the college basketball game, comes in, starts to make a splash, and has had to sit the last 2 seasons out because of long-term COVID complications. And we haven't seen her for 2 seasons because of it. She was finally cleared to play basketball after nearly 2 years. Finally cleared to play basketball, and we could not be more ecstatic for Asia Durr and just all of the WNBA and what she means to women's basketball fans across the country and across the world. So I'm just excited. Now, obviously, she's got a lot of work to do as far as getting back everything. She hadn't been cleared, and so she probably really limited on workouts if there were workouts available. So she's got a long road ahead of her, but I'm really excited to see how she attacks that. And if anybody can come back from something like this, it's Asia Durr. And I couldn't go any longer on this podcast without bringing it up, Logan. Just what was your initial reaction when you saw her? I guess it was on her Instagram live that she officially announced it. But yeah, what were you thinking?
Yeah, my quick thoughts on this is, or I guess they are that first of all, good for her. Second, good for the Liberty. They could use their team that's building. She's 24 years old. They're so young. They have so much potential. And the last thing is that if you read the piece on ESPN about her comeback, this healing from COVID symptoms is generally not linear when they hit you as hard as they hit her. So it's not just that she has to come back from being out of commission for all this time and get herself back into pro athlete shape. It's that some days she feels up to the task and other days it just lays you out. And that would be intensely frustrating. Like any sort of rehab is frustrating. Like if you bust an ACL and you have to take a year to relearn how to trust that knee, it's miserable. Yes. Like you have to get it back physically, you have to get it back mentally. This is kind of a different challenge because you might go to the gym one day and just feel back to yourself and feel like you finally made it. And the very next day, it could just be you have a hard time concentrating. You don't feel like you can breathe. Like it's a really weird ailment. It's not one that I wish on anybody. So, good for her for coming back. We're starting to see, athletes cope with this now that it's been around for 18 months plus. But there's still so much that we don't know about it. And I just hope that we get to see her in the Liberty uniform doing her thing because both for her sake and for New York, I'm excited for that team and I'm excited for the type of player she could be.